EdYoda, the end of your job search and the beginning of your dream career. EdYoda's live sessions are taught by industry experts, giving you hands-on experience and practical knowledge with real projects, not just degrees. EdYoda's industry-recognized certifications will help you stand out in the job market. And that's not all. With EdYoda's exclusive job board featuring 500+ companies, finding your dream job has never been easier. Say goodbye to endless job searching and hello to your dream career with EdYoda. Join EdYoda's student community today and start building your dream career.
All right, hi everyone. Welcome to the workshop. I hope you all are good. So today, as you all know, our workshop is on artificial intelligence. You know, it is quite a popular topic and it's a very trending topic and high value topic which we'll be studying today. And I hope you all are excited. And quick reminder, if you haven't still clicked on the like button, now would be the right time to do it. And also subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon. So we'll be beginning the session just in a few seconds. But before that, let me give you a quick overview about EdYoda. So EdYoda is an e-learning platform where we educate on job relevant skills and connect you to job opportunities via our hiring partners. And this is one of our initiative where we are trying to bring out more skills so that you can learn more skills and more in-demand skills. So I won't waste any more of your time and we'll head over to the session which will be taken by Uttam. So over to you, Uttam.
Thank you so much, Rishabh. I hope, guys, we all are good. I hope all the people have been excited for the session. Okay, that's great. So let me just share my screen first of all. I hope all can see my screen now. Okay,
yes,
I believe yes. Okay. So hello everyone. Thanks for Rishabh for inviting me here. First of all, as we know that guys, all my name is Uttam and I'm working as a data scientist. So today that's a very hot topic nowadays. If you have heard about it in the market, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence, it's in boom and all that blah blah things you have talked about. You have heard about these things, I believe, right? Now we'll talk about this thing first of all today, right? Okay. I'm just going up over here. Okay. Okay, so let's get started. So today, guys, as all we know that artificial is a very hot topic nowadays, right? What is artificial intelligence? People are talking more into the artificial intelligence. What comes under into artificial intelligence? We'll talk about these things, right? Why artificial intelligence so much popular nowadays, and multiple type of discussion. We'll do that today. Okay. So now let's just introduce the things which we are going to cover within this session today. What exactly the AI is? What are the things comes under into artificial intelligence, deep learning? What is the difference between artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning? I hope you have heard about these names. If not, we'll talk about this thing for sure. Artificial intelligence is a broader umbrella. Okay. If in general, if I'll say to you, artificial intelligence is just a broader umbrella. Okay, within artificial intelligence we have multiple sub things, multiple sub technologies like machine learning, deep learning, reinforcement learning. We'll talk about this thing today. Okay, so artificial intelligence is not only one single thing, it's not only one single technology. Within that we have multiple things. Okay, that was something we have to remember. Okay, so these are the things we are going to cover. Yeah, what is deep learning, machine learning, what are the types of machine learning we have, what are the types of deep learning, and what are the types of reinforcement learning, and many more things we'll talk about. Okay, so first, for sure once we able to learn these things now, definitely you can land a job as an AI engineer. You can become a AI engineer for sure, artificial intelligence engineer. Okay, so let's get started. These are the things we're going to cover now. After that we'll talk about supervised machine learning. multiple types of machine learning we have. Okay, machine learning, unsupervised learning, right? Reinforcement, and what are these things? We'll talk about that thing. So first of all, let me just tell you one thing. So I have told you already, artificial intelligence, it's a broader umbrella. Okay, it's an umbrella. Within artificial intelligence, we have multiple subdomains, you can say, right? Like machine learning, deep learning, reinforcement learning. Artificial intelligence, not only one single thing, we have multiple things included within artificial intelligence. Now, first question come arises, what is artificial intelligence? Okay, so if you have heard about these things, artificial intelligence, what is artificial intelligence actually is, the name already suggests artificial intelligence. Okay, there are intelligence artificially. Yeah, there are intelligence artificially, we don't need to do it manual things. Machine will do this thing automatically from their understanding. That's called in simple terms artificial intelligence. Okay, so wherever machine will do the work from their side, I don't need to be worried about how it is working. So definitely it will work the work in the accurate manner. That's something in normal terms, artificial intelligence. So what are the types of levels of AI, I can say, right? The second one, introduction to AI levels, types of artificial intelligence. I have told you within artificial intelligence, we have multiple levels like deep learning, machine learning, reinforcement learning. These are the different levels we have within artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence versus machine learning and deep learning. Okay, that means if we are learning machine learning, deep learning, that means you are learning AI. Okay, AI is not only single one. What are the use cases of AI we have? Again, nowadays artificial intelligence is using everywhere. Artificial intelligence using everywhere. Each and every domain is learning or talking about AI, what actually the AI is, how AI can solve the business problem. Nowadays, I believe every company are using AI techniques, AI technologies, right? AI algorithms each and every company are using. Why? To solve their problem, to solve their business problem, to reduce the cost, right? To increase the revenue. Okay. These are the things wherever AI helps to the people, to the business. Okay. Why is AI booming now? I haven't given you the example already, because AI is the thing wherever you will reduce the labor cost. For an example, right? Nowadays you have seen that, right? Multiple things nowadays AI is doing automatically. If you have heard about some tool, I believe some of the people heard about that. If not, that's fine. That is Chat GPT, right? And what actually it is? It is simply an AI based algorithm. Background AI algorithm is working definitely, right? So whatever you will write over the Chat GPT, it will give you the answer. Yeah, it will give you the answer automatically. Okay, automatically in the sense it will pick some it will pick some answers from background and it will give you that, and those answers will be 85 to 90% are correct. Okay, so that's what, that is a simple AI. Okay, and why it is booming? Because the labor cost will be reduced and the task will be automate, and then it will be more fast as compared to the labor. That's why. Okay, AI trend in 2020 or 20, let's suppose that 2023. Okay, so AI trend in 2023 is what it's in growing. Yeah, within AI it's in growing for sure. In the upcoming few years it will be grow tediously. Okay, now we'll move to the next one. So first of all, let's just explain you the artificial intelligence, the definition. Okay, the technical definition I can tell you. Artificial intelligence is a popular branch of computer science that concerns with building intelligent, smart machines capable of performing intelligent tasks. This is something we heard about, right? Wherever we try to build within artificial intelligence, we will try to build smart machines. Okay, smart machines that capable of performing the intelligent task automatically. I don't need to be worry about how it is working. Definitely, I have build a one machine which will perform the task automatically within intelligence manner. Yeah, with the rapid advancement in deep learning and machine learning, the tech industry is transforming rapidly. Yes, for sure. Yes, for sure. That means that means within ai within ai, each and every organization, each and every industry is using. If some of the industry, some of the organization are not using, they are tend to using the technologies of ai. They are definitely looking for a people who knows about ai techniques, right? Like for an example, like a chat gpt, okay, who have built the chat gpt technologies. Definitely people are in high demand. Okay, now as I've told you, artificial intelligence is a broader umbrella. Okay, within this umbrella we have another smaller one, that is machine learning. Within machine learning we have a deep learning. Okay, what is machine learning and deep learning? That's purely ai. Okay, within machine learning we try to build we try to build machines, smart machines. The same thing within deep learning, smart machines will try to build which can perform the task automatically. You don't need to worry about that. Okay, now let's move forward. So now what types of artificial intelligence we have, right? There are three types mainly, right? The levels of ai. See, artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, artificial super intelligence. What are these things? They are simple one, and these are the things you know that already. I'll tell you how. First of all, just talk about that one. Artificial super intelligence, like a robots, like a robots. How do you think how robots work? Yeah, how do you think robots can do the work automatically? Even I don't need to tell them, na, this is something, do this thing for me. No, it will do that automatically. That's a pure artificial super intelligence. Okay, artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, those are the two things companies are using. Like if you go to the google, if you go to the google if you search something, or if you go to the amazon website first time, if you log in first time at amazon, you'll search something. Okay, when you log in next time now, it will give you some recommendation. Yeah, okay, last time you purchased a boys shoes, maybe now next time you will be interested to purchase a socks, a jeans, a shirt, t-shirt. Yeah, that's a different level of artificial intelligence, like narrow intelligence and general intelligence. Simple, right? That means everywhere ai is using, just we have to understand at where exactly ai is using is, like that way. Okay, so now the types of artificial intelligence, as we discussed already, artificial intelligence is a broader umbrella. We have within machine learning. After that, within machine learning, we have a deep learning. Okay, so deep learning, machine learning, the part of AI. Okay, the different part of an AI, a type of AI. Okay, now if we talk about machine learning, now if I talk about machine learning, what exactly the machine learning is? Okay, now we'll talk about that first of all. Okay, so the name already suggests machine learning. Machine learning, wherever machine will learn. Okay, the name already suggesting the machine learning, wherever machine will learn. From what? From data. First of all, I forgot to mention one thing before that. For artificial intelligence, okay, for artificial intelligence, before moving to the machine learning, for artificial intelligence, we need the data. Okay, we need the data. Why do we need data? Okay, just understand like a way, artificial intelligence is just you. It's just simple example, I'm just telling you, like a person who don't know nothing about what is artificial intelligence, that person will also easily understand. Okay, now if I ask you, mm, suppose artificial intelligence is what, like you, how artificial intelligence, it's a technology. Okay, and artificial intelligence is just like you, how? Now tell me one thing, how you learn something, okay, or how you perform a task something, or how you drive a car, for an example. Okay, how you drive a car, how you drive a car first time, first of how you first of all collect data from somewhere. You collects data from somewhere. How? Maybe you have seen your father, your brother, your somebody at your home how to drive a car. There's a steering wheel, I have to change the clutch gear, like that way. Okay, first of all you learn from your parents. Okay, that means you collect a data. That's something you're collecting a data. You are learning from them. That's called a learning process. Okay, you are learning from them. Okay, and how to drive a car, then you will perform the task. Okay, then you will drive the car like that way. This is how human brain works. Okay, or you this is how you work. Okay, now the same thing work within artificial intelligence. How? So to perform a task automatically from artificial intelligence needs a data. For an example, if you want a robot, I'm just taking an example for a robot, you want how robot will deliver some product to somebody's home, or how a product or how a robot do a particular task automatically. How how robot will do that? First of all, you have to train robot na. Train robot means you have to tell to the robot, okay, this is something, this was the task I did like this, you have to do the same task in this manner also, like that way. Let me just come again. This is something I did. How you will train your brother, how you will train your child? You will tell them first, okay, this is a task I did like this is the task you have to do like this also. This is something what you are doing with your child. You are training to your child na? You are training your child, and your child is learning from you. That's called a learning process. Okay, and that's called the data also. Your child is getting a data from you. Okay, like the same way artificial intelligence needs a data means learning process. So each and every machine learning, deep learning, and artificial intelligence needs a data. Okay, needs a data to learn. Needs a data to learn. Okay, now I'll give you some more. Now we'll talk about some more things within this. Okay, now if I tell you one more thing within this, like just talk about that one more thing. Nowadays, like Facebook, Instagram, and many more social media websites, what they are doing and how do you think they are getting a revenue? They are increasing their revenue. How they are increasing the revenue? How they are, how they're making so much money because of you. Yeah, how they are collecting a data from you. You are logging into a website, yeah, you are clicking somebody's post, you are clicking on some of the ads, isn't it? So companies are collecting a data, collecting your data. Okay, last Diwali you have purchased a one iPhone. Yeah, this is the data for the company Amazon. They are collecting your data. Okay, and after that, what they will do, they will after collecting a data, they will make a artificial intelligence, they will make a machine learning intelligence model. They will take a they will collect the data. After that, they will build a deep learning model, machine learning model, artificial intelligence model. Some AI techniques they will apply on our data. Why? Because artificial intelligence learn from the data and do the task automatically. How? I'll tell you one thing. One more example, a good example. Okay, a good example. I hope everybody uses the YouTube. Everybody uses the YouTube, and each and every person, like different person, get the different recommendation onto YouTube, isn't it? If I open a YouTube, somebody's person, I'll get some different recommendation videos like this. If you open another person's YouTube, that person will get different recommendation system or different recommendation videos. How do you think this is recommendation system? How it works? Because millions of people are using YouTube, na? Each and every person are using getting different recommendation videos, recommended videos. So is there any person behind it? Is there any person to YouTube who is suggesting these videos for me or for everybody? No. Behind it, there's an artificial intelligence models. Behind it, deep learning models are there. Machine learning models are there. So how they are working? They are collecting your data. They are collecting your data. How? Okay, you have seen some movie today on YouTube, they'll collect the data. Okay, basis on that, they will train their artificial intelligence model, and then artificial intelligence gives some prediction. Prediction means, okay, this person, this user see or saw this movie last night. Maybe there is a weekend, this there's a weekend today, maybe he will watch this movie also, another movie. So artificial intelligence will predict or will give the output, okay, this person should be interesting to watch this movie also. So this is something a output artificial intelligence will give, basis on your input, basis on your video, basis on your data. I hope you are getting my point, what I'm trying to say. How artificial intelligence plays a crucial and important role within your day-to-day life. Yeah, if you know artificial intelligence, if you don't know artificial intelligence, you are using artificial intelligence nowadays. Everybody are using AI techniques, right? Maybe you are aware about it, or maybe you are not aware about it. I hope we are I'll clear all this, right? Now now let's move to the machine learning part. Okay, we have understood how AI works. I like within this, as I mentioned, AI is a broader terminology, right? AI is a broader terminology, and over though, to solve a particular problem, not whole AI will use. First of, sorry, to solve a particular problem, we will use different techniques of artificial intelligence. Now we'll talk about machine learning. Okay, so as we mentioned, machine learning is a part of AI. How it works, we'll talk about them right now. Now, if I say what is machine learning, the name is clearly mentioned. The name is already telling to them automatically, learning from the machine. So sorry, machine learning means learning from machine. Machine will learn. Yeah, machine will learn. In simple terminology, machine will learn from where? From where? From the data, na? Because we know that if I want to build if I want to build a model related to AI, I need a data. So for sure, machine learning is what? Wherever machine will learn. Wherever machine means your algorithm. Okay, the AI techniques, wherever machine will learn from the data. As simple as that. Okay, sir. We have understood what is machine learning. It's a part of AI, and within machine learning, to train to get an output from any AI model, we need a data. Okay, we have understood. Now let's talk about more in this. Just read this first of all. Machine learning is a type of AI. Yes, for sure. It is a type of AI that enables machine to learn from the data. Yes, data is important. Okay, and deliver predictive models. Predictive models means wherever machine learning model will give some output, will predict something. Okay, after that, machine learning is not dependent on any explicit program, but the idea fit into it. It is complicated process. No, it's not complicated. It's very simple. I'll explain you how. Based on the data you feed into machine learning algorithm and the training given to it, the output is delivered. Okay. A predictive algorithm will create a predictive model. I'll give you a simple example to remember machine learning model. Okay, remember machine learning. One simple example related to machine learning, like your email. I hope everybody has a Gmail account or email account or Outlook account, whatever it is. If you have Gmail account or Outlook account, how do you think whenever new email come to your email account or Gmail account, how it will segregate, how Gmail account will automatically identify the new email is coming in this account, how it will segregate, okay, this email should be should go into the spam folder, or it will go to the inbox folder. That new mail come into the update folder. There are different folders na, over the Gmail account: spam folder, non-spam, update folder, inbox folder. How Gmail account will understand this automatically? How? Behind it, machine learning is that. How? Behind it, machine learning is working. Okay, whenever a mail come into your Gmail account, machine learning algorithm is working behind it, who will help who will help to segregate the emails within your account. That's a real simple, a real world example. I hope that clarifies. Okay, now this image is also showing you something. See, it is saying, okay, human works like this, but machine is saying, I can do the work, but I need more data to learn. That means a human, we need a data to perform a task. Like the same way, machine can do the same task, but it also requires a data. Okay, so data means a learning process. As simple as that. Now let's just move ahead. Now we talked about machine learning. Now we'll talk about deep learning. As we know that deep learning is also a type of artificial intelligence, okay? Or the another name you can say deep machine learning also. Deep learning means deep machine learning. The another name of deep learning is that deep machine learning, because within machine learning we will go deep within the algorithm. How? We'll see that. Now I'll tell you one more thing within this, how deep learning works. Okay, one more good example. Okay, we know that how machine learning will work. One example like a email system. How email system will work, whether it will be going to the spam folder, whether it will be go to the non-spam folder. Simple as that. Now, if we talk about deep learning is nothing but simply like our human brain. Simply like a human brain. Within human brain, how human brain works? Within human brain we have multiple neurons. Okay, we have multiple neurons, billions of neurons we have. Okay, each and every neuron will transfer the data from one side to another side. This is how human brain works. Okay, nervous system. Okay, like the same way within deep learning works, or it is basically simple as that, like human brain works, like the way deep learning model works. How? I'll explain you that manner. First of all, let me just tell you one thing. Within deep learning, when do we use deep learning and when do we use machine learning? It will clarify you that. Machine learning will use if we have a small amount of data. Okay, if we have small amount of data. When we use deep learning, if you have huge data, if you have huge data, okay, at that time we will use deep learning. And first of all, why I'm talking about data? Because if I'm creating any artificial intelligence related model, I need a data. Clear? So if I have a small data, I'll use machine learning. If I have a deep learning, if I have a huge data, I will use deep learning models. What are the models? We'll talk about those models. Now let's go to the definition part. Deep learning is a subfield of machine learning. As simple as I mentioned you, it is a simple deep machine learning. You can see the different name that is concerned with algorithm inspired by a brain structure. See, written over here, inspired by a brain structure. Brain like a human brain. How brain works? Within brain we have neurons. Within our brain we have neurons. How neuron will work? How neuron will work? Neuron will transfer a data from one side to another side. Each and every neuron collects a data. Okay, each and every neuron transfer data from one side to another side. Like the same way, within deep learning, we have neurons. Those neurons transfer data from one side to the another side. As simple as that. Okay. So now functions nodes as artificial neural network. Yes. If I'm talking about within our brain, a neuron, that neuron we called within deep learning is said artificial neural network. See, artificial neural network, because it is an artificial, huh? It is artificial. It is not a handmade. It's not a human made. It is artificial. That is why we are saying artificial neural. It's not neuron. Neural network. Network means multiple neurons where we have. That's called a network. Artificial neural network. As simple as that. I hope that clears. Now, if I move to one, a computer model can be taught using deep learning. run classification actions using pictures, text, or sound as input. I'll give you one real world example of deep learning. Okay, I have given you one simple example for machine learning, like a whether my email is going to be a spam or non-spam. One example, like another example for deep learning, I'll tell you why. That is, I can tell you pictures, yeah, text or sound. One good example which you have for sure seen that or you have heard about that. Um, there's an app for Google provided. So Google provided an app for the Android users. If somewhere if somewhere is written a different language, so you can turn on your camera, that camera will transfer or will shift or will give you the another understandable language for you. Okay, another example, if you go to the Google, if you go to the Google if you search something to the Google, if I'll write to the Google what something like who is the Prime Minister of India, like this is something I'm going to write. But when I write like this now, who is the prime, if I'll write this one only, Google will give the recommendation to me automatically. It will give me, okay, whether I'm seeing Prime Minister, whether I'm seeing who is the first cricketer, who is the first picture, yeah, it will recommend me. How do you think Google is giving me some suggestions automatically? I am looking for a movie, I am looking for a prime minister, I am looking for a cricketer. How it will knows that what I'm looking for? It is recommending me. Okay, it is recommending me. How it is recommending? Behind it, deep learning is there. Okay, so that means is that wherever we have a huge data, we will use for sure deep learning techniques. Okay, now these are the things: deep learning, machine learning within artificial intelligence. These things basically you can become a AI engineer and all that, because like the name already suggests, artificial intelligence engineer. Artificial intelligence engineer. Now we know that what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is not only one single text. Within artificial intelligence, we have machine learning, we have deep learning, we have reinforcement learning. If you know all these things, definitely you can become an AI engineer for sure. Yeah. Now, if I move forward, what is AI? Like AI versus machine learning versus deep learning, right? What is artificial intelligence? You can read more about that way. Artificial intelligence originated around 1950s for sure. AI represent simulate intelligence in machines. AI is a subset of data science for sure, right? AI is a subset of data science. Okay. Aim is to build machines which are capable of thinking like human. Okay, so the aim of artificial intelligence is that to build a model or to build a machine. Model means, if I'm saying model, that means a machine. Okay, to aim is to build a machine which can capable of thinking like a human. How human brain will think to perform a specific task, like the same way the aim is to machine artificial intelligence is to work in that particular manner only. That is the aim for artificial intelligence. If I talk about machine learning originated around 1960. Machine learning is a practice of getting machines to make decisions without being programmed. What is the meaning for without being programmed? Means I have not mentioned. Without being programmed means I am not specified, I am not mentioned within my machine learning model, okay, if this is something will come, please give this kind of output. Okay, this is not happen within machine learning. Machine learning will decide automatically. How machine learning will decide or will give output? Machine learning will give output automatically basis on your input. Okay, basis on your input, it will give you the output. Okay, machine learning is a subset of AI and data science for sure. Okay, the aim of machine learning: machines learn through data. so they can solve the problems. I have given one example like a email system. How email will identify the new email is coming into your system. It will segregate in a correct manner or not. And I'll give you one more example related to machine learning only. Okay, sometimes you can see within your email, within your Gmail account, sometimes spam spam email comes into your inbox folder also. Sometimes how and why? Because machine learning, or not even machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, all those cannot be 100% right. That's not a god. Yeah, these models are not a god, but these are the techniques, technologies. These cannot be 100% accurate. Yeah, it can be 90, 95, 85, it can be, but this cannot be 100%. That is why sometimes spam fold or spam Gmail email come into your inbox folder, because that's an error. Yeah, that's an error. Sometimes it can come. Okay. If we talk about deep learning, originated around 1970s, deep learning is a process of using artificial neural network to solve complex problems. If it is mentioned complex problem, I'll give you one more example within this. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning. Yes, we know that deep learning is a subset of machine learning and data science. Okay. The aim here is to build a neural network that automatically discover pattern within the feature detection. No, just remember this thing only. When we use deep learning, if we have a huge data, for one example, okay, uh, have you used like nowadays everybody are using the Android, a smartphone like Android, iPhone, whatever it is. Okay, if you have seen that, uh, if you are aware, each and every image has some data means some size. When you click a picture from iPhone, the size will be high. When you click a picture from some normal another Android phone, the size will be differ, 1 MB, 2 MB, 10 MB, like that way. How do you think if the size of a photo is high at that time, behind the photo, behind the image, data will be stored within my mobile phone, within my mobile form, in the form of metrics. If you heard about metric in the 10-12 standard, we have a matrix, right? 2 cross 2 matrix, 3 by 4 matrix, that's the matrix. So behind any image, I'm talking about any image, though contains a data in the form of matrix. Okay, if you click a picture from iPhone, the matrix will be high, the matrix numbers will be high. That means the size of iPhone image will be high. Okay, and if you process this kind of a data, suppose you have 10 million images, so for sure machine learning will not be work here. Why? Because machine learning will not allow you to perform this kind of huge data. It will not allow you. So that is why we need deep learning to perform a huge data, to perform a specific task. Okay, now another example I'm giving you related to deep learning. Okay, you have 10 million images. Okay, 10 million images. Now you want to build a software, you want to build a one program, wherever if you will pass a image to deep learning model, listen to me, okay, carefully. If you will pass a image to the machine learning or to deep learning model, you want my deep learning model will give me the output. Okay, this is an horse image, this is a television, this is an iPhone, this is an Android. This is something you want from the deep learning model. Yeah, this is something you want. And how deep learning will recognize this thing automatically. Okay, if you are giving some input image like my image, if you are giving my image or iPhone image, how deep learning will identify? How it will identify? Basis on your data, how much data you have trained from your deep learning model, it depends on that. Okay, I hope you are getting that one. So how deep learning works, how machine learning works, how artificial intelligence works, we talked about like that way. So guys, if you have any kind of concern, any doubt over here, I'll take a around 1 minute of a break over here. If you have any kind of a doubt, you can ask me over here. Right? Whatever we have talked about till now. Yeah, I believe no. Okay, I believe we are good over here. Now let's move to the next one. Okay. As we talked about that thing, where is AI used? Wherever AI is used, as we know that already. If you know AI, if you don't know AI is using everywhere. Yeah. So whether that's good is that whether you should be aware about where actually the AI is using right now. So right now AI is using everywhere. So there are some of the things: customer experience, supply chain domain, human resource, fraud detection. I'll give one example of human resource. Human resource, what like an HR, na? HR field. Okay. When you apply for a job, yeah, when you apply for a job for a particular one role, there are multiple or there are thousands of people to apply for a one single role. Within a Google is the organization. Google will announce a one data scientist position. There are 10,000, 20,000 people will apply to a one single position. Now how Google will identify or how Google will choose a right person from, or how HR, the task for HR, this is the task for HR, na? How HR will decide from 20,000 people this will be the right candidate for this position, basis on ATS system, right? Basis on the ATS system. Okay. ATS is a software which help HRs to basically read the resume in a frequent manner. Okay. So HR don't need to go one by one to the resumes. Okay. It will reduce the time for the HRs. Basis on that, base and that ATS is a tool, okay, which HRs basically use. So ATS is what? It is a software, and behind it deep learning and machine learning is using for sure, who will identify after reading the resume, okay, this is the right candidate or not. Okay. If a software engineer is totally, or if a software engineer is a totally fresher, okay, software engineer is a fresher, apply for that particular job, they will not consider. Why? Because this come from the computer science field. This come they, that person don't know about deep learning, machine learning. That person don't know about it because that technologies, that software engineer did not mention into the resume. So basis on the resume, ATS will work, and that is the one task which HR uses. So here HR are using AI. Fraud detection, yeah. How banks will identify, okay, this person is a fraud or this person is non-fraud. How bank will identify na fraud person? This person take a loan from the bank, how bank will identify this person will give the loan to me or not? Yeah, that's called a fraud detection. Knowledge creation, research and development for sure. Price and promotion, customer insight, risk management, customer services, real-time operation management, and predictive analytics. These are the some AI fields wherever AI is using. There are many more for sure. Now let's move to the next one. AI use cases in healthcare domain. What is healthcare domain? We know that healthcare, yeah, training, research, end of life care, treatment, decision making, diagnosis, early detection, keeping well, multiple things. They are in these things AI is using. Not even though AI, robotics also using. The robotics in the sense, nowadays, if you have seen some news over to the channel, yeah, there are multiple I can say multiple hospitals wherever there's no nurse. There are no nurses. Why? Because of the COVID virus, coronavirus, right? Because of the COVID, right? So wherever there are the nurse, they will shift to the robots. Robot will take care for the patient. There's a robotics. That's an AI for sure. Yeah, within the healthcare domain. Yeah, AI use case in human resource. As I mentioned you, they'll help you to onboarding. They'll help you to recruiting, learning, engagement. For sure, these are the things AI is using. And as I mentioned, AI is using everywhere. Whether you know, whether you don't know, where actually it is using. Okay. Now, if you move forward, AI in banking for fraud detection. These are the things I told you already. Fraud detection, where bank will identify whether this person will give back to the loan to me or not. That's why. Okay. Like this is how it works. Car holder profiles, based on the profile. If you heard about the profile, means what? The credit score. Okay. If you heard about that credit score, Policy Bazaar is the company who will give you the credit score. Based on the credit score, bank will identify how much loan the bank should give you. Bank will also decide this thing also. Right? They will not give you 1 crore of a loan. Yeah, based on your that score, they will give you the loan. Yeah, this is how banking sector AI is using. AI in supply chain. Supply chain is a domain wherever AI is using like that. Logistic, procurement, manufacturing, customer or service. They are using like this. Now AI bots in healthcare. Bots, you hear about that. If you want to book, a consultant, yeah, or consult, you want to consult your problem with the doctor, you not directly reach out to the doctor. Some if the doctor is famous, what will do at that time? At that time, you have to talk to the chatbot. You'll call to the doctor's, clinic, and one chatbot will talk about you. Okay, what you want to do? You want to you want to consult a doctor, how much time? 15 minutes, 20 minutes, okay, or 1 hour? Okay, if you want to consult a 1 hour, okay, this will be the fees. Okay, you want to uh, sorry, give the cash, or you want to book a consultant online on debit card, credit card, like that way, right? This is how artificial intelligence working within healthcare domain, and many more things for sure. And why AI is booming? Yeah, why AI is booming? We If you heard about these things, right, if we talked about these are the things, now you will be able to understand for sure why AI is booming. Because each and every industry, each and every person is using AI things, AI technologies they are using. Yeah, because AI is reducing the cost to the companies and increasing the revenue. Increasing the cost means wherever 10 people are using, now they're only one person. They're only one person, the AI person. Wherever there are 10 person to do a one particular task, now there's an one person only, AI person. That process is totally automated based on the AI techniques. They don't need another person. This is how AI is growing within the field. Okay, so these are the things, right? United States are using AI related to 100%, 92% China using AI, 84% India is using. There you can see there are a lot more scope to increase your career or to boom your career within the AI field. Okay, now if we move forward, 10 AI training 2023, that's 3. Okay, so AI in retail domain, that's a domain. Okay, AI, sorry, retail domain. What companies are like a Walmart? If you had about heard about the name, Walmart. Walmart's the biggest company, isn't it? They are using AI, right? Robotic process automation. AI will make healthcare more accurate. Data modeling will move to the edge. AI will come to B2B, business to business. Okay, advanced cyber security, automated business process, AI powered chatbots, okay, AI meditated entertainment, media entertainment, many more things. These are the trends we have in the upcoming future, and there are many more also. The trend is that within healthcare domain, AI is very booming. Healthcare domain, right? Within that, we have retail domain, AI is booming. Yeah, aerospace, media and entertainment technology, cyber security. These are the fields AI is booming. Okay. Now we talked about already what is machine learning. Now we'll go some part of deeper within machine learning. Okay. What is machine learning? 7 steps of machine learning. We'll talk about these things. Okay, now let's just move to one. Okay, do allow me a sec. Okay, now, so we know this thing already. Machine learning is the result of a general AI that involves developing machines that can deliver results better than humans. Machine learning is that wherever machine learn from the data, wherever machines learn from the data, as simple as that. But before machine learning, how people used to work? Before machine learning, how people used to work? There isn't traditional programming before that. Like the way we program now, like the way we write a program, this is how it works before that. Traditional programming we used to do. How traditional programming will work like this. We have to provide the data and we have to write the program and it will give you the output. This is called a traditional programming, which works see like this. We have to provide the data and the program we have to write and it will give you the output. That's called a traditional programming. Okay, but how machine learning works, we have to pass the input within machine learning. At the same time we have to pass the output. If we pass two things, machine learning will give you the program. Program means it will give the process. It will give you the program. If you pass input and output together, machine learning will give you the program. Program means okay. Okay, you have given me the input. You have trained me with the input and the output. Okay. If something new come to me, I will perform a task like the way you have trained me. Let me explain you again how machine learning will work. Machine learning basically says that machine learning means machine learning models will says that okay, okay, just give me the input data. Input means this is how something will come to me like that, and this is something will go from me. Just give me input and output. Basis on that basis I will learn from the input and output. If something comes to me new, I will perform from my side which I have learned from the input and output which you perform me. This is how machine learning models work. Okay, now input data, see it's written over here, lead learner various data, learning machine learning system, and output present rules. That means nothing, don't need to worry about that, just take care about this. Machine learning, how machine learning will work, we have to pass the input and output at the same time, and then machine learning will give you the program. This is how it will work, as simple as that. I hope that's clear. Now, now we have understood how machine learning will work, how machine learning basically solves the problem, what are the applications in machine learning we have. Now let's talk about the steps within machine learning. There are some steps in machine learning to solve a particular task. I have given you one example, that let's take that example only, that is spam or non-spam. You want to identify a new email come to my account, that email, where it will go, it will go to the spam folder or it will come to the inbox folder. These are the two classes you have, whether it will go to the spam or inbox, or spam or non-spam. How you will identify for that, that's called a classification problem, wherever you have to classify whether it will be go this, whether it will go this, their side or this side. So there are some steps. The first step is to gather the data. We have to first of all gather the data, multiple sources. You can collect data from the users, like Facebook collects data, like sorry, what was that, Instagram collects a data from the user. Like the way you can collect the data, you can make a survey. Based on the survey, you can collect the data. Okay, from internet you can collect the data. There are multiple ways to collect the data. So you can gather the data means you can collect the data, choose a model. Sorry, not this. This is the second part. Sorry, not this. This is the second one. Prepare the data. After collecting a data, you have to prepare the data. Prepare the data means, understand this thing always, when you start working on these things now, in the real world data is very messy. In the real world data is very messy. Data is not cleaned. Clean means no one can easily understand what is written within the data, what is important within the data. Why? Because data is very messy. Data is very messy. It is not clean. Okay, so what you have to at that time, you have to prepare the data according to the machine learning model. The third step is to choose the model. Once you prepare the data for the model, you have to choose the model. Choose the model means there are multiple models we have within machine learning to solve a one problem. This is my one problem. Whether a new email come to my place, to my account, it will be the spam or it will be non-spam. Hmm? This is my problem statement. And how can I solve this? What model can I choose to solve this problem? There are many more problems. Sorry, there are many more models. I can pick anyone. I can pick anyone. Suppose you have choose anyone. The name I'm just telling you, the logistic regression. For example, logistic regression, I'm telling you, logistic regression model you picked up. This logistic program model will help you to identify whether this will be spam or non-spam, like this. Then after that, you have to training. Training means you have to train your model from the data. Simple, right? The fifth step is to evaluate. Evaluate means after training the data, you have to check. You have to check, is my model is giving the right output or not? Okay, whether my model is giving me the right output or not. This is something called a evaluation. The sixth step is that if your model is not giving you the right output, you will use the hyperparameter tuning. Hyperparameter tuning means wherever you will do some changes within the model, and then you will train the model again. You will train the model again. After training the model again, the model will perform much better as compared to previous. Then you will see the prediction. As simple as that. Prediction means, okay, at last it will predict, okay, this new email come to me and it will predict, okay, this is spam. It will give me the output spam, or it will give me the output non-spam, like that way. This will be the output. So here machine learning model will identify automatically whether this email will be spam or non-spam. As simple as that. So this is how, these are some steps we have within machine learning, how machine learning will work. Okay, now if we move to the next one, how machine learning will work, we have talked about already, like define objective, the problem to solve, what type of problem we have. Okay, what is the problem? After that, we have to collect the data. We have to collect the data. As I mentioned, we can collect the data from hospital, from healthcare companies, from social media, see, social service agencies, police station, and everywhere. You can collect data from anywhere. After that, you have to prepare the data. See, you have to prepare the data. Then you have to select the algorithm. Yeah. Then you have to train the model. Then you have to test the model, how it is performing. That means evaluation. Okay. Then integrate the model. Integrate means you will check that how your model is performing or what will be the output. Okay, the model, how my model is performing, you'll check like this. So these are the steps we have within machine learning to perform any model. I hope that's clear. Okay, now let's move to the next one. This is how the machine learning algorithm, as we have understood till now, what is machine learning, what is deep learning, how machine learning will work, how deep learning will work, what type of problem machine learning can solve, what type of problem deep learning can solve. Okay, why do we need machine learning, why do we need deep learning, right? When do we use machine learning if we have a small data? When do we use deep learning if we have a huge data? These are the things we talked about. Okay, now we'll talk about what are the algorithms we have within machine learning. Yeah, what are the algorithms? The algorithms are, first of all, supervised. Again, within machine learning, different types of machine learning also we have. First type of machine learning is supervised. Supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement, or you can say semi-supervised also. Okay, semi-supervised or reinforcement also, you can say. Within supervised machine learning, we have regression problem, decision tree model, linear regression, polynomial regression, random forest, classification problem. See, I have mentioned you logistic regression. So these are the models help you to identify or to solve your problem, whether my email going to be spam or non-spam, like this. Simple. Now, within unsupervised learning, there are different types of problem unsupervised machine learning will solve, like clustering. Clustering means it will make a cluster. Cluster means a grouping. It will give the group, or it will make, or it will create a group to the similar feature. Similar feature means, I'll give you one example. I'll give you some example. I want to make a cluster. I want to make a cluster. I want to make a cluster to people who purchase iPhone or Android Samsung phone. The price will be more than 50%. Yeah, so not 50%, 50,000. How can you identify, or how you can group them? You will group from the data. Okay, the people who purchase only specifically iPhone, only specifically Android Samsung, and the people spend more than 50,000. This is called a cluster. This is called the cluster. With the same feature, you will make the cluster, you will make the grouping. Cluster means a grouping. Okay, now these are the models comes under into clustering: PCA, K-means, SVD, okay, association analysis, a priori algorithm, FP growth, hidden Markov model. Yeah, within reinforcement learning, these are the things comes under into machine learning for sure. Okay, now we'll move to the next one. Now, now the use cases of machine learning, as we talked about the use cases, like energy department or energy domain, financial services, travel and hospitality, manufacturing industry, retail industry, healthcare and life sciences industry are using machine learning models or techniques to solve a problem. Simple. Now now applications of machine learning we have. What are the applications? I have given you one application, like spam or non-spam. Like, there are different applications of machine learning we have. What are these? Automatic language translation. Automatic translation means, I've given you one example, right? Where if you open your camera, somewhere in front of the camera is written into Chinese language, but you don't know Chinese, na? What you will do at that time? You will open your camera. Your camera will convert that language within into English, into Hindi for you. Okay, that's called automatic language translation. Okay, that's called machine learning is behind it. Medical diagnosis, stock market trading, online fraud detection, how you will identify, how banks will identify, or how police will identify online fraud detection. Virtual person assistant, spam. See, this is one thing. This is something. Email spam or malware filtering, whether this email going to be spam or non-spam. Self-driving car, like a Tesla is using also machine learning, isn't it? And product recommendation, like an Amazon. If you'll purchase something from Amazon, tomorrow it will give you some recommended products. Traffic prediction, like how Google Map will predict, okay, this way on this route there will be high traffic. Yeah, how it will predict basis on the machine learning models. Speech recognition, we know that all the things. Speech recognition means like a Siri. Yeah, within Apple we have a Siri. Like Amazon Alexa, how it will recognize the speech basis. After recognizing the speech, how it will give you the prediction means how it will give you the output. If you say to the Google or Amazon Alexa, okay, play a song for me, it will play a song for you. How it is understanding your speech, basis on behind it machine learning is using. Yeah, image recognition, wherever you will identify, okay, this email going to be a dog, a cat, like this. As simple as that. So this is some use cases of machine learning we have. Okay, now, if we talk about some more in depth within deep learning, okay, deep learning is very interesting. You know that already, right? Deep learning is what? Wherever we need a huge data. For machine learning, we need a small data, but for deep learning, we need a huge data or high data. How? Deep learning is a subfield of machine learning. We know that. It's a subfield of machine learning that is concerned with algorithms inspired by a brain structure known as artificial neural network. That's totally fine. That means within deep learning, within deep learning is inspired by a human brain. Yeah, how my human brain or how human brain works, like the same way deep learning model works, as simple as that. Within human brain we have neurons to transfer data from one side to another side. Like the same way, within deep learning, we have neurons or neural to transfer data from one side to the another side. Neurons will store the data, that means. And just tell me how human brain remember something. Just tell me how human brain remember something or learn something. How it will remember or how it will learn because of the neurons. You have not million, you have billions of neuron, billions of. That is why human brain can store billions of information, billions of billions of data it can store, isn't it? This is how, because of neurons. And the same thing we are using within deep learning, that is neural network. As simple as that. Now, a computer model can taught using deep learning to run classification actions using pictures, text, or sound as input. We can. We can. That means if we have a huge data, we can use deep learning. Wherever machine learning will fail, not if we cannot say it will fail, but we can say machine learning model will not perform good at that time. As simple as that. So how it will work like this? This is my input. This is my input. Okay. So you are providing a input, a car. Okay. So it will extract the feature. How it will extract the feature, I'll just tell you how it will extract the feature. Okay, deep learning will identify, okay, this is the wheel. Yeah, this is the wheel. Okay, this is the mirror. Okay, this is the boot space. Okay, this is the roof. Okay, this is the bonnet. This is the engine. This is called the feature extraction. This is called the feature extraction, wherever your model will identify automatically, okay, this is wheel, this is wheel cap, this is steering wheel, this is clutch, gear. This is how model called, or this is how model will do automatically within deep learning. That's called feature extraction. At the same time, it will classify all these also. Classify means it will classify, it will do the classification. Classification means what? Like the way this is car or not car, this will do the same thing within one single process. See, at last it will give you the output, okay, this is the car or this is not a car. How deep learning will identify? Basis on this, basis on feature extraction and classification, your deep learning model will identify this is the car or this is not a car. This is the problem statement. I have to identify this is the car or not car. Okay. And how deep learning will understood this thing? It will extract the feature and then it will do the classification at the same time. Classification means it will classify whether this will be a car, whether this will not be a car. That's called a classification. Okay. So this is how deep learning model works. We have not specifically talked about any model within deep learning, but this is how deep learning works or any deep learning model works. Okay. Now let's talk about neural network within deep learning. Now we have understood how deep learning will work. Okay. Now within deep learning, we have neurons, and how neuron will work. Neuron contains a data and it will transform data from one side to the other side. Simple, right? This is how it works. See, this is called the input layer. I'm just talking about the behind the neural network, how it works. This is the input layer. This is the hidden layer, and this is the output layer. How it will work? In this is X1. X1 means this is your car. Suppose this is your car of image of your car. Okay, this is your car of image. Okay, and then it will extract the, here it is extracting a feature. Okay, Within x1 it will identify it is a wheel. Okay, it is a wheel. Here it will identify, okay, this is the steering wheel, or this is steering. Okay, within third one it will identify, okay, this is something, a race or race button, something like this. Okay, this is a gear, or this is a gearbox. Next time it identify this is the engine. So x1, x2, x3 is what? The features it is extracting from the image of a car. Okay, and then see how it is connecting. This is connecting to this, and this is all another neuron. This is the neuron, this is another neuron, this is another neuron, another neuron, another neuron, and each and every neuron is connected to another neuron like this. See, can you see the network? This is called the network. See, this is called a network. This is called the network. Each and every neuron means like within our human brain, na? Each and every neuron is connected to the different neuron, or I can say transferring the knowledge. See, each and every neuron is transferring the knowledge from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. This is how the network build within deep learning. Did you got my point, guys? Yeah. So this is how input layer, hidden layer, and output layer we have to mention at the time of creating any deep learning model. I hope that's clear, right? How deep learning or how neural network perform a network or perform a solution or to solve a problem from the data or from the image. Okay. Now, if we move to the next one, now we'll talk about reinforcement learning. What is reinforcement learning? Yeah, what is reinforcement? Everybody knows about that. That is a Tesla car. A beautiful example for reinforcement learning is that Tesla car. And just tell me how Tesla car works. Just tell me how Tesla car will works. Tesla car runs automatically. Na? It will drive automatically. You don't need a driver to drive the car, isn't it? It will drive automatically. How it will drive automatically? Basis on the hit and trial method. Just remember that one. What is reinforcement learning? That's called a hit and trial method. Hit and trial method. Hit and trial method means whenever Elon Musk, you know, uh, making a software or making a Tesla car, at that time he used to train the car. He used to train the car. Train the car means it will, so that Elon Musk runs the car on the road in front of, or in front of, in the background, in the behind the trucks. Okay, so my car will learn, once it will collate to the truck, it will learn, okay, in front of me if something big, or if in front of me if truck will come, I have to stop. Okay, at next time, this is called a hit and trial. Hit and trial. Whenever the car, Tesla car, is running on the road, in front of my road, something is written over there. Okay, road closed, but my Tesla car goes on the road, and it will jump to the sea at that time. So the next time my Tesla car will learn, okay, if in front of me written something like this, road closed, I have to stop, or I have to move to the right if there is a way, or I have to go to left if there is a way. This is how called a hit and trial method. This is how reinforcement learning works. Okay, reinforcement learning works. I'll give you one more example. Like a dog. How do you think you will train your dog? That's called a reinforcement learning you apply to your dog. When you pick a dog at your home, newly dog, okay, so how you will train your dog? Like this. Okay, if I ring a bell, first time, if you ring a bell, your dog will not respond. Yeah, your dog will not respond. But if you ring the bell second time, at the same time, you will give food to the dog. Yeah, food to the dog. The same process you did 5 times or 10 times, 20 times. What your dog will learn? Okay, whenever a bell rings, my master will give the food to me. Huh? Isn't it? This is how your dog learns. But at the 21st time, you ring the bell, but you did not put the or give the food to the dog. What dog will do? What dog will do? He will think, okay, whenever a bell rings, he will come. He will come to you. He will come to you suddenly. Okay, and he will look into that. Okay, where's the food? This is how a reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning means, and what dog will learn here? Okay, it is not necessary whenever all the time bell rings, it is not necessary I'll get the food. It is not necessary. This is how dog will learn. That's called a hit and trial method. I hope you're getting my point, what I'm trying to say, guys. That's called reinforcement learning, hit and trial method. Or action, see, action or environment. Yeah, state or reward. Or you can say hit and in normal terms we used to say hit and trial, or state reward in technically we used to say. Okay, now just read about this. Reinforcement learning uses rewards and punishment to train computing models to perform a sequence of selection. Here computing faces a game like scenario where it employs a trial or error. See, trial error or hit and trial, like anything you can say, trial and error to answer basis on that. Actions is to perform. Computing gets either reward or penalty. Its goal is to maximize the reward. Yeah, so this is how I have given you the example. That's a technical uh, definition. So this is called reinforcement learning. It works. Now let's move to the next one. Now, what is reinforcement learning? We talked about already, right? Input you have to pass, response, feedback, like wrong, it's an apple. Okay. So here it will learn. See, you will pass a response. Okay, this is a mango, but you will get a feedback. Feedback means your model will say, no, it's not an apple. So your model will learn here, it will learn from that. Okay, my reinforcement learning will remember. Okay, if you're providing an apple, and my model is identify, okay, this is wrong, okay, it will note. Okay, whenever mango will come, this will learn, model will learn. Okay, whenever mango will learn, whenever mango will come, your model will predict, okay, this is not an apple. And at last, reinforcement learning will give it's an apple to the next iteration. Hit and trial method. Always, each and every situation, your reinforcement learning will learn from the data. I hope that's getting it. Now, if we move to the next one, how reinforcement learning works, we have seen that hit and trial method. See, hit and trial method. Best action, it will perform an action. Okay, it will select an algorithm, it will do the state, and it will make a reward bay for that. Reward means like penalty. If Tesla car is running on the road, if in front of me there is road is closed, and at that time my road or my car is hit to the board. My car is hit to the board. At that time, my car will learn, okay, if in front of me road closed, I have to stop. Otherwise, penalty for me, I will collate to the board. Yeah, that's called a penalty. And what is a reward for me? If I will stop, if my car will stop next time, that is a reward for me. Or if my car will move to the right, that is a reward for me. That's called reward, and penalty terms. Now let's move to the next one. Examples of deep learning. The examples of deep learning we talked about already. Natural language processing, image recognition, portfolio management, drug discovery, robots and self-driving cars, and speech recognition. These are the examples or use cases you can say for deep learning and reinforcement learning also. Now let's talk about differences between AI, ML and deep learning. Is there any difference between them? Let's talk about that. Artificial intelligence, engineering of making intelligent machines and programs. This is the aim here for us to perform to make an engineering efficient, to make a program and machines effectively. In machine learning, ability to learn without explicit program. In deep learning, learning based on deep neural network. All are same. If I'll say all are same, all are same, all are same, the same picture. Now, what is the difference between them? The difference are nothing but the data. The difference are nothing but the techniques. All are same. Artificial intelligence, machine learning is also AI, deep learning also an AI. So all are on the same page. But what is important? The techniques are important. How you will train the model, whether it is machine learning, deep learning, reinforcement learning, whatever it is. Yeah. Now let's move to then. So what is AI? We talked about that is a definition we have written over here, like artificial intelligence. AI is a popular branch of computer science. We have talked about this thing already. Now difference between machine learning and deep learning, only machine learning and deep learning. Okay, now come here. If we talk about machine learning, we will pass the input like this, we will extract the feature, we will classify, and it will give the output. Within deep learning, we will pass the input, and feature extraction and classification will do at the same time. See here, two tasks is doing differently, and here both the tasks will do together within deep learning with the help of neural network. That is the difference. That is the difference between them. Both are same. Machine learning, deep learning are same, but deep learning is more deep within the data. As simple as that. That's simple. Now if we go to the next one, so which is better to start to become an AI engineer? What is better to start to become an AI engineer? So the thing is that artificial intelligence, any technique which enables computer mimic a human, no, everything is fine. Everything is fine. So the thing is that which is better? The better to start is from machine learning only. To learn some, if you want to become an AI engineer, you have to start something from machine learning only. Yeah, just start the model, just start how machine learning will work, just learning from machine learning, then move to the deep learning, and then move to the neural network, and then reinforcement learning. These are the steps you should follow to become an AI engineer and all. I hope that's clear. Now, this is something regarding the presentation. Now we'll talk about something little bit within the within the practically. We'll try to write a code. We'll try to one example. We'll try to see one example how it will work on the data. Okay. Now we'll do some coding now. Okay. Now we'll do some code. So allow me a sec. I hope that's clearly visible, guys. Yeah. So I have prepared a one Google Colab file for you to see how it works. Now we'll talk about them for this. Now, these are the libraries. We are talking about machine learning. This is the problem statement for machine learning. Now we know that how machine learning will work. Machine learning basically help us to give the idea, or to give me the idea, okay, whether this email is going to be spam or non-spam. We have seen the example, na? Like the same way, I have to identify basis on this, let me just make it zoom. Basis on this, this is my basis on this one, these are the features to very high, whether my car is accidental or my car is non-accidental. I have to predict, and my machine learning model will predict this thing, my car is accidental or non-accidental. This is my machine learning model will predict. How? We'll see that. But this is the problem statement. Just understand the problem statement first. Here we will predict whether my car is accidental or my car is non-accidental. Okay. Basis on this thing. Okay. Very high. Very high means these are the column names. By main, door. See, this two means door. how many doors I have within my car. 2 door, 4 doors I have, 3 doors. Okay, like person, how many person can sit within my car? 2 person, 3 person. Okay, luggage, what is the luggage? What is the luggage space within my car? It is a small, medium, or large. What is the safety rating within my car? High rating, medium rating, low rating. Okay, what is the class? So class I will predict within my machine learning model. Okay, now if I come down, so see this is the car data set. This was the data set. I have car evaluation data set. I hope we have understood the problem statement. Basis on these features, very high, very high, 0.1, 2, 2.1, small, low, I have to predict whether my car is an accidental or accidental, as simple as that. Okay, now this is the, remember that 7 steps. The first step is to collect the data. So here I have collected the data. Yeah, here I have collected the data. Now the next step is to process the data for my machine learning model to perform. So here I am processing the data. I am changing the column name. These are my column. Before it was high, low, something. It is not clearly understandable for me. So I have changed the column names by main, door, person. See, these are the column names. New column names I have mentioned. How we can do that? df dot columns is equal to names I have mentioned, like this. Now if I go down, after this, I am separating my data. Yeah, when we train any model, within machine learning, deep learning, or whatever that model it is, we have to separate the data in terms of x and y. X and y means the independent and dependent columns. So first of all, let's understand what is dependent and independent. Independent means we have to understand, first of all, independent wherever my dependent class is depending on. Depending means what? Whether my car is accidental or non-accidental. This is depending on what basis? It is depending on these bases. Like how many doors I have within my car, what is the safety rating within my car, yeah, how many people I can sit, how many people can sit within my car, okay, how many wheels I have within my car, like that way. Basis on these, I have to decide how my car is accidental or non-accidental. That's called the dependent and independent features. After that, after classifying or after dividing the data within 2 parts, this is called my independent and this is called my dependent. This is called a independent. I'm just writing here for you, independent, and this is called dependent. We'll talk about that one, dependent and independent. But here what I'm doing, I am collecting all the features. See, these are the features which I'm selecting right now. These are my independent features I have selected within X, and Y means I have dependent feature, that is class, which I have to predict whether my class or whether my car will be accidental or non-accidental. This is something I will predict. So this is something I have separated my data. After that, what I'll do, I will split my data set. We have seen that we have to train the model. Before training the model, we have to split the data within training part and testing part. How any model will work? We have to train from the data. Train means my model will learn from the data. Training means my model will learn from the data. So I have to train the model. Before training the model, we have to split within training part, within testing part, we have to split the data. So I'm splitting my data with this library. Within Python, we have multiple libraries to perform machine learning, deep learning, NLP tasks. So here I'm splitting the data 33%. That means 33% data will be used for my testing. The rest of the data will be used for my training. I'm splitting the data. Now, after that, one more thing we have to remember always, directly if we have in our data some categorical data means like Delhi, Mumbai, Agra, this kind of data if you have within your model, within your data set, You cannot train machine learning model because machine learning model is simply a purely mathematics behind it, isn't it? And for that, the data can be understandable in the form of only and only numbers. So that means if you have a data like this, some that's called a categorical data, where you have not numbers, where you have Delhi, Mumbai, Agra, these type of categories. If you have within your data, you have to convert that data within the numbers. There are many more ways to convert a categorical data into numbers. Like one more category is that categorical encoder. With the help of this, I have converted this data. Yeah, I have converted these data by mean, door, person within the numbers. Yeah, within the numbers. I have converted this data within numbers. After that, converting my data within numbers, I have selecting a one algorithm like decision tree. Decision tree algorithm I have selected to train my model. So I to train onto my data. So this is the model name is decision tree. Decision tree is my model name. Okay. The decision tree can solve a classification problem, whether my data or whether my car is accidental or non-accidental, like this. What I'll do after that, I'll go a little bit down. After importing the data, I'm calling the data. See the model. I'm just writing here. That's a model. The model. So this is the model I have called. After calling the model, I am calling here. Okay, these are the parameters. These are say the parameters. So I am calling the model here decision tree. After that, I am training. See, this is called a training. I am fitting it. Fitting means dot fit means I am training it to my data. Training. So X train, Y train. What is X train, Y train? That means training. I have splitted my data. So that splitted data I am training onto my model. Like that is DT. DT is what? Decision tree model I have. I am fitting it. Fitting means I am training it. After that I am predicting. See, after that I am predicting. After training my model to my data, I will predict. What I will predict? I will predict how it is performing onto my data. Na? After training the model, what is the next step? To evaluate. Evaluate means how my model is performing onto my data. If I go a little bit down, if we can see that accuracy score will tell you how your model is performing. It is giving 73. 73% accuracy. Accuracy means it is saying 73% chances are there your model will give you the correct result. 73 means 73% chances are there your model will give you the correct result. Rest are the chances can be model is not giving the correct result. That is the same thing. Okay. Now we can see the one more thing. See, dt dot predict. Here I am passing some value 2, 3, 4, 4. What are these values? What are these values? If you go up, how many values we have? See, by category, main category, how many doors I have within my car, how many person can sit within my car, what is the luggage space within my car. These are the numbers I am providing at the time of predicting. See how many we have? 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 categories or 6 column, 6 numbers I will pass at the time of prediction. See this, I'm passing 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a buy at like when I will buy the when I bought a car. I bought a car 2 years back. Okay, how many doors I have? 3 doors I have, for an example. Okay, what is the luggage space? Okay, how many people can sit within my car? So these are the input I am passing. After running it, my model is predicting unaccidental. See, it is predicting unaccidental. Here it is predicting, my model is predicting it is unaccidental. This is how machine learning will give you the output. This is how machine learning will give the prediction. That's called a prediction. I'm predicting it. My model decision tree is predicting it. My car is accidental or my car is non-accidental. It is predicting like this. As simple as that. So this is how machine learning model works. See, and after that, we have seen this how it is predicting. See, you can see this beautiful image. See, this is how it is predicting. If you can see that, this is how it is predicting. This is how the calculation working behind the model. See, written over this value, these value. How these value, we'll talk about these things later on. We'll go the model in depth later on. But this is how model is performing some calculation behind it. So this is a type of a tree. In these numbers, based on these numbers, my model is deciding whether it will be an accidental car or non-accidental car. It's just an example. I hope that's clear, everybody. Can I go? Okay. So this was something we talked about regarding how my model, how machine learning model will perform a specific task. I hope that's clear, everybody. Now, other than that, we have, I hope you got this file. This file you can access, you can read this one, you can understand this file from your point of view. If you have any doubt related to that, you can talk about that thing only. So this is something regarding AI, this is something regarding machine learning, this is something regarding deep learning, reinforcement learning, and even though NLP also, natural language processing, comes under into AI also. So this is something we talked about multiple things over here. Yeah. And I guess we have done this. I hope you are here, Rishabh. Rishabh, can you hear me? I believe. Okay, I guess Rishabh is here, but okay, he's facing some network issue. Okay, guys. Okay, that's fine. So, guys, let's try to talk over the doubts. If you have any doubt, whatever we have covered, any related some things, if you have, you can talk right now. Everyone. Yeah, everybody. So if you have any doubt, whatever we have covered so far regarding deep learning, machine learning, anything, we can discuss right now. Okay, people are saying only how can we? So Aditya, I believe that. So not only for that one, but you got some idea within workshop. What are the things comes under into AI? Yeah, how AI, how machine learning, deep learning will work. For sure, there are more deep knowledge within machine learning, deep learning, within reinforcement learning you require to become an AI engineer. But this is just an idea of it, these things, how these things will work. Okay. Is it necessary to coding for AI? Yes, you can say that, Rahul. It is necessary. You can. That's necessary. Yes. How to get into this field without any prior knowledge? So for this, it's Voyage, whatever the name. So if you don't know regarding any prior knowledge, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. If you don't have any prior knowledge, that's totally fine. And EdYoda is here to help you out over here to start something from scratch. Yeah, it will start something for you to scratch. Yeah, it will not go directly to the advanced level. These are something built in this manner. A non-technical person can start something. It's not necessary to do that. Which language? Mainly for Python. Yeah, but there are many more languages you can solve AI related issues, problems, but mainly for Python. On Python, you can start AI related things. Any more doubts, guys? Hello, Rishabh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hi, Uttam. So everyone, time for the Q&A. If you want to ask any of your questions,
Yes.
now would be the right time to do it. Uttam, can we stop the screen sharing for now?
Yes, yes, we can. We can.
Okay. So, Uttam, we had one question. It was asking that how much time do we need actually to study artificial intelligence?
So basically, it depends, first of all. So at normal time, if I can say, it will require 6 months to get and become an AI engineer if you have a prior knowledge. If you don't have a prior knowledge, for sure, we need a 1 year to become an AI engineer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how much coding is involved, you would say, in like if someone
I
wants
can
to go into
see.
artificial intelligence?
I can say Python is more than sufficient to land a job or to get into this field. Python is more than sufficient to start a AI related stuff or AI related coding. Python is more than sufficient. You don't need to learn any other coding languages. But if you have, that is a plus point. If you don't have, that's not a problem. You can start, you can build your career within AI. Only Python is enough.
Okay. And if we
Yeah.
see currently job market in, if we see people ask, I want to get into AI, but in
Mhm.
AI also there are many subfields like machine learning you can study and go, or deep
Mhm.
learning you can study. So can you tell us a little bit, like let's say I am a fresher, I don't know anything, I just ask you, Uttam, I want to get into artificial intelligence. So how would you
Mhm.
suggest, like what kind of job should I look for at the start?
So first of all, I'll suggest learn multiple things. First of all, I'll just recommend start learning from coding. First of all, as we know that coding is much required within this, start learning from initial stage, learning from Python, how Python will work, the coding part. That means learn machine learning, then learn deep learning, learn NLP, learn reinforcement learning, and then learn some BI tools also like Power BI, Tableau, because this is also required. And then after that, just talk about statistics also. Statistics is also important one. If you have all these knowledge related to this, right? So, and one more thing I missed out, like SQL or MySQL, anything. If you have all these things combined knowledge, you can get a job easily within the AI related field or within data science even, or you can become an AI engineer for sure if you have these things.
Okay. And like one more question we had from one of our viewers on our social media platforms is that he was saying that machine learning, is it difficult?
No, no, machine learning is not a difficult, but machine learning models, if we go deeper in that way, because see, in machine learning, NLP, deep learning, what actually it is, behind it, it's a pure mathematics. Yeah, that's a true. Behind it, totally pure mathematics. But we don't need to be take care about this. Machine learning is a simple one if you understand the concept, how it works, not mathematically. You don't need to go mathematically. If you're coming a non-technical background, if you don't have a knowledge related to mathematics, that's totally fine. You can become an AI engineer or data scientist, anything. Just understand the concept, how it will work, what type of problem it can with the help of machine learning models. Just understand this, you can get a job, and easily you can start with AI related stuff or machine learning things. You can play around with the machine learning things then. So AI machine learning is not tough. No, no, it's not that.
And how would you say is the future scope if someone is planning to study related to
So
artificial intelligence?
for sure, right now, if I'll say related to AI related stuff, AI is not alone. First of all, AI is not alone in this. Like within nowadays, if you heard about data is big. So along with in upcoming years, along with AI, big data is coming. Right, cloud is coming. So for sure, after few years, if you become an AI engineer, you need some cloud related knowledge also after some years, after maybe 20, 25, 26, or more over that. After 5 to 10 years, you need, that is mandatory to get a the skills of cloud also at that time. But right now it's not necessary. You can get a job if you have a knowledge, machine learning, Python, all that is sufficient. But if you see after some years, along with artificial intelligence, cloud is merging, because data is not storing it uh, within a normal place. It is storing to the totally on a cloud place. That is why we need a cloud knowledge in the upcoming future. So yes, within future, AI is going to the boom. AI is not going to be the end, because that's a research field, if I can say. Right? Nothing is happened till now within AI. AI is totally fresh. If you go within AI, you can research something. You can build your own technology. You can build your own something. You can solve any problem within AI. Just create a one product. You can play around with these things. Yeah, that's a, future is vast within AI.
Okay, so that those were few questions. Again, if you have any questions, do let us know your whatever questions you have so that we can ask Uttam all your questions.
If I choose full stack development over AI engineer, uh, because we learn Python SQL. Yeah, that's totally fine. Full stack development over, that's fine. We can. Overall engineer, yeah, that's fine. Which one is best? So see that totally depends on you, Rahul. First of all, related to at what thing you are going to be more interested. Like if you want to become, if like, what you feel like you are more good at, like related to AI related stuff, machine learning, deep learning, what things you learn, understand, what things you understand more, what things you explain more to the people. Yeah, it depends on you what things you are going to be interest in future when you start learning the things. It depends on you. Both the things are good, both the things are best in terms of everything, in terms of career level, in terms of package, everything is good. Both the things are good. Yes, Rahul.
Rahul, I hope Uttam was able to clear your questions answer. Any other questions you can always ask us in the chat box. And a quick reminder to you all. So you all have attended the workshop, but if you want to see more detailed courses like this, then you can check out our website, which is www.edyoda.com. You can find the link in the description also, where we have 150 plus job relevant courses and 20,000 plus hours of content, and you will be able to learn more such tech topics as well as interview preparation topics more in detail. And do let us know if you have certain topics that you want to learn in future. Let us know in the chat box and we'll try to get more workshops like that. So once again, do check out our website, which is edyoda.com. Link in description. And Uttam, let's say someone is
Mhm.
planning to study artificial intelligence. So Python is going to be something major that they need to study, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That person can start Python for sure, but there's some more things like R. If the people heard about that R programming language, because R can solve a more statistically side. So Python is more than sufficient, but R in future required for R also in future R language. If you start doing some projects, R would be there, and Scala. There are many more, Scala, Kafka. Because if you start working on the organization, all these things, na, Python you can start with, but multiple languages it will come to you to learn, to to solve our problems. It's not necessary to learn those things, but these things come at your place to learn. If you learn Python, another language, it's easy for the people to grab. Within a week they can learn any another language if they learn Python. Why do people recommend Python? Python has a more uh, extensive features to learn to start with AI related stuff, and it has multiple uh, modules, libraries to solve AI related problems, data science problems, because of that only. Otherwise, people can, if the people knows about Java, they can start solving a problem of AI related to Java also. But there, that person needs to be write a code to solve related to AI problem from scratch, from 1 to 1,000 lines of a code. But Python, we have multiple libraries to solve a particular problem within a one single line of a code. They can solve a problem of AI, not related to write a long code. But Python is much more sufficient to solve and survive. Yes.
So for all of you who want to again get an idea about Python, we had done a workshop on this channel itself on complete Python. If you want to check out that video, again, do check out our channel. In the live section, you will be able to find a workshop on Python. And Uttam, we have one more question from one of our viewers, which is how is it working in the tech industry? Like, are we going to get repeat things same again and again, or how does it work when someone joins new in any kind of tech role?
Within the organization you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, see, it depends on the organization. First of all, if you're going to the startup, if the startup is solving some interesting problem, for sure you'll get a more exposure, right? And another thing is that, first of all, it depends on an organization, and it depends on how you're solving the problem. If you are able to solve a problem within your project, within the organization, definitely people will come to you to ask you, okay, how you have solved this problem, please let me know, and please can you please solve this problem to me, or do you have any idea to solve this particular business problem, do you have any idea related to AI things, Do you have any idea uh, this problem is being solvable with the help of AI techniques or not? If you have a good understanding of the AI related concept, definitely in organization these things, how these things are work like that way. If you don't, if you have the knowledge, just you have to solve the business problem, as simple as that. You have to solve the product, product understanding. You have to solve the business problem, product understanding, product issues. If you have solved, that's totally fine. You can grow your career extensively. So just solve the problem. At the end of the day, what is AI? Right? AI is just solving the business problem. Amazon is using AI technique to solve their problem, to reduce the cost, increase the revenue. This is the problem they are solving with the help of AI. Simple as that, right? So
And
try
how
to
would you
understand the
say,
business and solve problem.
and how would you say, Uttam, if they are joining some MNCs?
So within MNCs, as mentioned, like if they are joining the MNC, so there are some multiple MNCs like product base. If I say the product base, within product base, at the starting, the learning level will be low for sure, because there is no much. First of all, at the fresher level, those companies will not give you the broader idea of the product, broader picture of a product. This is how the product. They will give you some small chunk from their project, and that task you have to perform it again and again, again and again. This is something happens usually. It's not necessary it will do for always. Like for Amazon, Microsoft, they have their own product. So the one chunk they'll give you the code, one product they will give you some idea, and you have to perform that task again and again. But it depends on the people, it depends on the organization. But yes, people used to join organization MNCs because of the brand name, brand value, for sure. But if you want to learn these things, I'll recommend that join the organization wherever you will learn, wherever you will learn, whether it is a startup, whether it's a unicorn, whether it's an MNC, whatever it is. If you feel like you are learning within the organization, that's totally good. That's totally fine. If you're not learning anything within 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, just look for different one, because at the end of the day, you have to solve the problem. If you're not learning, you will not solve a problem. That's the main aim to, you know to start a career within an organization.
We have next one more question, which is,
Yeah,
uh, if I don't like coding, should I study artificial intelligence or machine learning?
that can be, but without coding, that person cannot survive. Coding is required, yes. If the person is has a business understanding, good business understanding, if that person has a good understanding of a business, that can come as a consultant level after some experiences. But yes, coding is required also.
So you will need coding if you want to get in the
Yes,
start.
you can't say at an advanced level, that's not necessary, but you should be at least some, a basics level. If you have now, like, this is how the problem you can solve with the help of some Python, some techniques using a for loop and all some functions, that is more than sufficient to start with only as a fresher level. But yes, coding is required. Without coding, it will not work.
Okay. All right. So again, we are coming to the end almost. So any more questions that you have, now would be the right time to ask. Okay, I see almost everything we have covered here. Okay, guys, so I think so we have covered all the questions. Anything else that you have, you can do like comment down in the comment section and we'll try to answer it. And well, we'll be coming to the end of this workshop. Any final thoughts from you, Uttam?
So the final thoughts, I'll say, like, if the people are planning to join or to learn AI related stuff, I'll just suggest do just start these things, because with an upcoming years, the rush will be high for sure. Yeah, if you don't have a knowledge, if you don't learn these things, someone will come and then pick your seat. If you're looking for a job, if you're looking for a career at the broader level where you will learn extensively, will grow in terms of extensively, in the form of, in terms of package, in terms of uh, opportunity in terms of interesting field where you can learn everything new within the technology. If you learn some mathematics, you can start with. So just start right now. Don't wait for some time. You'll start from some months, because day by day, yes, opportunities are coming, but at the day by day, more of the people are learning these things and they are getting the job. But if you do the delay these things, definitely rush will be high. The competition will be high at that time.
Okay.
So just start these things right now if you're planning. So don't wait for the people like you'll start after some months. No, that's the right time for you to jump right now, everybody. Yeah, that's a one single thought I can say to mention to people.
Okay. We have got one more final question is asking, are
Mhm.
there less jobs now in tech because of current situation?
No, it's not. It's not. That's a myth, because right now the layoffs are happening because of, uh, layoffs are happening moreover into the, I can say, HR related role. There are only 5%, not even the 5%, I can say 2 to 3%, or I can say on an average 5% people are getting layoff from the organization as a tech role. Like 95%, those are the people who are laying off HR related roles, not to the tech field. Tech field, yes, they are 5%, but more over 95%. But like if the companies are laying off these people, the technical, and that company is totally technical thing, like Amazon. Amazon has the multiple product like Amazon Prime, Amazon itself, and many more. They require some technical person for sure. Without technical person they cannot survive. But yes, they can survive without HR people, because those are not technical roles. That is why they are lay off these peoples due to whatever that reason it is. So moreover, to lay off people the HR related roles, that's not a problem. Don't worry, there are multiple openings. But yes, due to that some companies has stopped their hiring right now. That's not a problem. After some months they'll reopen that one, they'll hire extensively again. That's not a problem. The problem here is that you don't need to stop after hearing this news. Okay, companies are laying off right now. Okay, what will happen after some months? Okay, now the companies are not hiring, who will hire me? No, that's not true. You should the skills. If you have the skills at the right time, right place, within the right organization, you can crack it. That's not a problem. The problem is that you should start continuously just work on it. You'll get a job for sure.
Okay, so very important for all our students who are watching the video,
Yes,
that it does not matter the market situation. If you have the skills, you will get that opportunity that you're looking for. So keep learning,
yes,
keep improving your knowledge. You will get that job which you want to get.
yes, correct.
All right, guys. So we'll come to the end of this workshop, and I hope that you got to learn something new. And if you did, a quick click on the like button and subscribe the channel so that we can keep bringing more workshops like this. And again, as I told you, to see more detailed courses like this, do check out our website, which is www.edyoda.com. Website link will be available in the description. And that'll be it from our side for today. Thank you all for watching. And bye bye and take care.